everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Real Crazy News Raiders. Coming up on today's show, we're going to be talking about Geno Smith, linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties, everything, all the Raiders free agent needs, and everything that the Raiders can potentially do this offseason. Let's talk about a little bit of Geno Smith. So, Geno, we traded a third-round pick for him, which was the third-round pick 82, I'm pretty sure, from the Davante Adams trade. So we basically traded Davante Adams for Geno Smith, which in my opinion is an amazing trade. Geno, he's probably a top 10 quarterback in my opinion. He's definitely top 15, but he can be top 10. So this is a major win for the Raiders. It was a great trade. And if you look at it, it was honestly a good trade for the Seahawks because they have Darnold now too. And since they kind of just got younger, but still, Geno Smith's a much better quarterback than Sam Darnold. So, some notes I have on Geno Smith. He was top 5 in passing yards. He had 21 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. The interceptions, don't get too scared by them yet. I know that they look really, really bad, but his interceptions, they were not all of them his fault. Some of them were deflected, tipped, but then at the same time, some of his picks were horrendous. Like some of them were, I didn't even know who he was throwing it to. But overall, I think he's known for his accuracy. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. He had a 70% completion rating last year. And, I know he's taken a step down since when he was with Pete Carroll. But Pete Carroll was the one who, revived his career. So can revive his career again and make him turn into a great quarterback. I want to talk about the offensive line because Geno Smith, he needs a good offensive line. He was running for his life in the Seahawks, and that's kind of the reason why they had a bad year last year. We have our left tackle, Colton Miller. We have our left guard, Alex Kappa. We're going to get into that later. Our center's Jackson Powers-Johnson, and our right guard is Dylan Parham. And then our right tackle, DJ Glaze. So I like this offensive line. I think that it's a nice line, but Alex Kappa, I do have to admit, he scares me. He won the Triple Crown for being the worst offensive lineman last year, and that's just really scary. He did not have good stats. He got cut by the Bengals. The Raiders signed him to something around a 2-year, $8 million deal, and I don't really trust that, honestly. I don't trust him to be a starter, and if he does start, which I'm 95% sure the Raiders will start him, let's say this is terrible, right? We always have Jordan Meredith to come into the game, start at left guard, and he was one of the most reliable offensive linemen for the Raiders last year. Jordan Meredith, I trust him a lot. I sort of trust Alex Kappa only because he has connections with John Spytek. And I trust this organization so much. This is the most trust I've ever had in it. So far, they've done everything right this offseason. There's only one reason why John Spytek would bring in Alex Kappa. He sees him having some type of potential. Okay, so here's the offense right here. We got receivers. We have Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, and then on the other side, on the right side, we have Brock Bowers and Randall Keaton as our third-string wide receiver. Our running back, Zamir White, and our quarterback, Geno Smith. So this is all of it right now. This is not 100% a lock to be happening. And this is just an all-right offense. It's not even close to a top 20. Let me get in here. So, Geno Smith, we know he's a good quarterback, but this offensive line and these weapons is not even going to be close to as good enough. Listen, Zamir White, if he wants to go back to his 2022, 2023 final 3 games of the year, I'd be thrilled with that. I just don't see that happening after the year he had last year. I like Zamir White. I just don't know if he's going to be able to go back to that ability and be a great running back like he was before. So, next up, we need a receiver. Right now, our receiving corps is Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker and Randall Keaton. This is not good. This is what scares me a lot. The guy that I would sign, Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, he's going to be in, wide receiver 2, maybe even a wide receiver 3. But I trust him. I think he's got those Pete Carroll connections, and he's still a solid receiver in this league. He's not a wide receiver 1. Jacoby's still going to be our 1, but he's going to be a good 2. And also, to have our wide receiver 2 and 3 as Trey Tucker and Randall Keaton, who both haven't shown basically that much in the NFL. Like, I don't really trust that. Running back, like I said before, I hope we get someone new. And then tight end Brock Bowers. That's always going to be great. Brock Bowers, best tight end in the league, undisputed. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to go check out Tivoli Custom Training in our description, and have a great day.